our little title tells us how I'm doing today. Well, if you were Kim Kardashian, you are now saying, woe is me, right? Because you are letting us know that you now regret dating Pete Davidson. Because in her words, first you heal, then you deal. Baby, listen, I'll tell you why she regrets dating Pete Davidson, because he turned her into a laughingstock. Kim had no idea just how, and listen, Ye fans, don't drag me because you know it's true. Kanye has a tendency to look at women as objects. I said it. He does it. He does. He has a tendency to look at women as objects, okay? I don't think she had an idea how much she was busy fussing at Kanye, and she didn't realize that half the men she's chasing at also looked at women as objects. Now, here's the thing. Kim made her whole life chopping and screwing her face, her waist, her booty, her patootie, from the rooter to the tutor, chopping and screwing herself and her appearance so that she was the ultimate possession. Kim's model and all the Kardashians' models, maybe not Kourtney's, but definitely Khloe's, right? Well, if it's a possession that you want, meanwhile, cut to Tristan being like, I ain't never asked. What are you talking about, right? Kim went out of her way to make herself into a life-size dream girl version of a blow doll. That's all I'm saying. Right or wrong, we're not arguing that. But we can clearly see from Kim's steez, her aura, the way she wants to be presented. Miss Mama announced that she was launching a private equity firm that hasn't done anything since last year. That's tea, right? Except make a $4 billion valuation. Hold on, I need to make that. Where was I? Oh, that's right. Dragon Kim, right? Kim turned herself into the ultimate fantasy girls for guys like Kanye. She's still dating guys like Kanye. The only thing she didn't actually count on, and if you don't believe me, like I was just saying, literally, Miss Mama announced a private equity firm. Do you know what type of money and seriousness it is? I could walk around in like a Snuggie wrapped in a sleeping bag with two arms on it for me to waddle along with the type of money that she said she was getting into. She hasn't gotten into. And she chose to announce it by showing up in a badly dyed Momo wig with bleached eyebrows and a jockstrap with her patootie on the stage, on display to my alma mother. Now listen, get it how you live it. But we have to accept that Kim likes a little bit of her being like, you know, like the prize, right? That's what she likes. It's not enough for her to be wealthy, rich. No. People also got to look at her as the hottest. And all those men that like having women as possessions got to look at her as the ultimate prize. So what does it have to do with everything? Well, I'm getting to this, right? She regrets dating Pete because the one thing she didn't count on is the fact that you turned yourself into a laughing stock for men that want a trophy girl, for men that want a trophy wife. Case in point, Tom Brady. Tom Brady, of course he wanted a trophy wife. That's why he married Giselle. You don't remember, I think it was Bridget Monahan? Tom Brady literally had just had a baby with Bridget. She was like a really beautiful girl. She was an actress, not super famous, but famous. Giselle came when she was at the height of Victoria's Secret. He dropped her like a can of bricks and walked on over to Giselle. Now they all get together now. It's kind of like an Alicia Keys, Swiss Beats situation. But you feel me? He got with Giselle and proved her because she was the hottest thing smoking for the circles he ran in. Kim's realizing now, no matter how thin, no matter how rich, no matter how what, nobody wants to go behind Pete Davidson. Not nan person wants to go behind Pete Davidson. And that's why she's like, oh my God, I'm just realizing, like, first you deal, then you heal. Listen, Kim sat terrorizing us on her screen for how many seasons? Bragging. I'm just DTF. Got what I like. Hey, babe, you want to go take a shower with me? And Pete's like running. Listen, I do want to say that. When that happened, I was watching because, you know, I've been doing the recaps. Season 3, episode 9 will be up either today or early tomorrow morning, okay? I always do recaps. When I watched that scene, it was a scene where, if you don't know, I'm about to get back on point, but let me just say this. It was a scene where um, Kim was getting dressed for like fitting Met Gala, I don't know, something. And they were in a rush, and Chloe was standing next to Pete. And Kim comes out, was like, babe, you want to come take a shower with me to save time? And Pete was like, dropped everything he's doing and like ran like this. And I remember sitting there and being like, this boy's conning you. Kim, ain't no man in the world. Kim's used to being talked to. I get it. Kim was used to being talked to like that by Kanye West and probably every man she's been with. So she felt empowered that, baby, you know how Cher said, my mama always said, marry a rich man. Now I am the rich man. Yeah, but Kim, you're a rich man that's been out of dating game for you. Don't know nothing about these old school gold diggers like from the Himalayas, like Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson came and ran some Kim Kardashian game on Kim and Kris and Chloe, and they still reeling from it, right? So anyway, my point in that being that when I was watching that scene, I was like, he kind of, because ain't no man. And some of y'all were in the comments about, what are you talking about? Boyfriend. And I said, you's a dummy because your boyfriend has something planned for you. There is no man, especially, that has an ego like Pete. Pete has a huge ego. I don't know why y'all think him walking around smelling like Doritos and whatnot changes anything. That man has a huge ego. And I said, there's no way. And he craves power. He craves respect, but not from the women. That's what the women have wrong. Pete looks at women as big dum-dums. He knows what to say, how to kiss, how to touch, how to dig for gold. He thinks that as long as he can get access to anyone, he can get any woman wrapped around his finger, right? He don't care what women think about him, because at the end of the day, he's in the misogynist camp too. His issue is he wants and desires so bad to be respected by like men like Tom Brady, men like Kanye, men like any man. He wants all these jokes. That's why he gets so mad on Saturday Night Live and when he was on there. He hates the fact that it's not a compliment to men to say that you are somebody's plaything and that's how you get ahead. For the type of man Pete wants to be, but also the type of man he wants to be accepted and admired by. Okay, this isn't hard and fast. I'm talking about from what I see of Pete's thing. So when she humiliated him, disrespected him, confirmed every joke that people have been saying about him in the blogs, in the papers, and on Saturday Night Live, think pieces have been written on how Pete Davidson ain't nothing but a fool for hire, a rent boy, if you will, sleeping his way through, and you go on your show and do it. I said, ooh, and Pete's a Scorpio. I said, ooh, it's on like Donkey Kong. Anyway, y'all, right? Anyway, so what did we come from this? Pete, she has to get rid of Pete's stench from her so bad, because nobody wants to be everybody was happy to be the mofo that went after Kanye West. Literally, because half of them envied, half of them admired. Listen, this is the way some men think. Not all, but some. The people Kim was going after. After Kanye West, he had elevated Kim so much that everybody knew it was a prize to be like, yo, I got Kanye's wife. The girl that got Kanye crying in the corner, losing his mind. Yeah, she right here, happy. Say hi, Kim. And Kim would be like, hi, right? Because baby, the prize loves to be treasured. The only problem was when it came to Pete, everybody's afraid. They're scared. No, I strike that. They're embarrassed. They're embarrassed to go after him. Kim realizes how much she lowered herself, her stock in the eyes of that type of superficial man so much. Did they look at it like there must be something wrong with you? There must be something wrong with you. Because here's the thing. Once to have 4 kids, okay, you were in love. He lost his mind. You tried to stick by your kid's dad. But you left that man. You can always say that he was crazy. But you left that man to go lay up with the guy that's on Sunset Boulevard outside of Thrifty's asking for some money, smelling like Fritos, Cheetos, Doritos, that's 6 days old? And you want me to hold you? No, you proved there's something wrong with your thought process. You proved it's not just you. Now, I'm not saying Kim is never, ever, 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 ever going to get another, in her mind, high value man, right? Kris Jenner's ways are strong. That sorcery is strong. I am saying that Kim is still in the process of trying to find a narrative that explains how she not only lowered herself to Pete, but was bragging about it in love, had her kids around that boy that everybody knows. Can I say it? Or will I get demonetized? Everybody knows. Everybody in the Hollywood circles knows what time he's on, what he's in, the way he likes to party. Everybody knows. They looked at Kim. Not only did you literally had this fool walk in the red carpet, right? Like he was your best friend, right? You had that fool around your children. You fought your child's father to keep your kids around a man that flipped his car and ran into a thing. So if somebody else want to have kids with you, it'd be like, no, because forget about the way you treated Kanye. You can write that off. The fact that you then took his kids and had him around that mofo. And as much as Kim want to be like, I'm always going to love him, because she knows that men need to see that you treat, that you got some sense, and that you won't do that to their kids if they procreate. But at the end of the day, you had those tattoos. You let Saint get lost in Walmart with that fool. You gave your children as photo ops to this fool to get under the father of your kid's skin. Kim realizes how much she played herself and how much Pete literally put her in a circle and made her like the scarlet letter. So now she's trying to walk it back. Now she's basically trying to claim that she was insane. And that's why she dated Pete, which honestly, if she said this a few months earlier, I would have believed her, because seriously, it doesn't make any sense. But she's now trying to walk it back and now trying to make it seem like she was so hurt and so blinded by love and so desperate for what Kanye was doing. Why she always use Kanye for excuse? And she she was running away from the pain, and she tripped and fell on top of Pete and bragged about it for the whole season. Y'all listen, Kim, find another story. Honey, it's not working, but nice try. A little bit too soon, too late. Kanye tried to tell you. She tried to tell you, but you thought that you were getting under her skin, and you were right. That's the thing about Geminis sometimes. Yeah, they act a fool. Yeah, they're obnoxious. Yeah, you wish, but at the end of the day, they be telling the truth. I'm not saying he always does, but in that case, he hit it dead on. Listen, good luck to Kim trying to rehab her image after Pete. Because listen, Kim rode the community Hollywood bicycle, and now nobody wants to ride around with her. Y'all listen, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.